And I'm back from a long break. It's the Nerd Paradise Podcast with me, something wrong, Marky B.
Your resident punning linguist and our concerned citizen, Harvey.
And your concerned and very pissed off spawn of hell, Matthew.
We've been off the air for a good couple weeks there.
Yeah. Almost a month.
Oh, wow.
No.
Yeah. We missed 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Alright, whatever.
Yeah, I shouldn't have shown him that news head beforehand. I should have saved that little rage before.
It would have been a natural, unannounced Nerds React.
Nerds React to... Previous! Ah!
Why is there going to be a sequel? I mean...
If you haven't noticed already, we're in the news. So, let's continue. Go on.
I mean, I can understand. I mean... It's Fox. They're going to milk it for all it's worth. But unless... I don't know. What's a million times zero?
Zero.
So not even if it was a million times better, it would be better.
No, it'd
right.
still be zero. I mean...
It would still be pretty fucking awful. So, thankfully, we have other more positive things going on in the world of nerddom and other...
Before he bursts a vein, hurry up.
Yeah.
Change the subject.
There are other movies coming out, thankfully. Like, for instance, one thing that I find interesting and I think is going to lead into bigger things, Finding Nemo is now 10 years old, which makes me feel old. But...
Well, the 3D version's coming out
in
2 months.
Exactly. They're re-releasing it in 3D, and this is one of the first Disney movies where I could actually see 3D being enough of a reason to bring it back out. Because of all the shit that goes on in there, there's
True,
a lot they can do.
Lion King and Beauty and the Beast both were really done well in 3D.
Yes,
but I also said the same thing about Toy Story.
To a degree, I think, but I feel like the whole ocean part of it and the fact that there's so much going on with the reef and all the fish and everything.
But all you're going to see is bubbles coming towards your face.
Not the whole time. You get a whale in 3D and sharks in your face. That would be cool. So what this suggests to me is that they're working on a sequel, and that it's going to be the precursor to actually bringing it out, that they're going to have the re-release of the first one in 3D. Now, this is totally conjecture on my part and several other people, but hopeful.
It kind of reminds me of when I was in elementary school and everyone started doing the stupid seagull voice with my name, calling me out. Mark. It was kind of annoying.
Elementary?
Yeah, in elementary. Grade 8.
Yeah, 2002.
Damn. We're old.
Oh, yeah.
Goes to show you, I've got a good memory.
It's tough to forget the scarring things from elementary school.
I don't know, a frying pan helps.
Perhaps.
What else we got here? Taken 2.
Yes, coming out next week.
Cannot wait. Though, not sure if I should be excited about that, seeing as Liam Neeson's character is going to be the hostage instead of anyone else.
Yeah.
We have The Hobbit now pushed back to mid-December, and it's now been confirmed that there are going to be 3 movies rather than 2.
Yeah.
Which was rather than the 1.
Yeah, I went from 1 movie to 2 and now 3.
So somehow each of the regular series Lord of the Rings books got their own movie.
And it worked.
Granted, they were close to 3 hours long. Sometimes that much, possibly more, especially if you watch the extended cut. Now, The Hobbit, which is, correct me if I'm wrong, but closer to about half the size of Fellowship, is getting 3 movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All on its own to tell the one story.
Yep.
Yes.
Like how we're in sequential here.
But, do you really need to spend that much time in New Zealand?
I guess so.
Like,
somebody must like sheep.
Lamb's delicious.
A bit of rosemary.
There you go. Peter Jackson and Ian McKellen must really love lamb.
Or is
And
it's
Bo
the
Peep.
fact that New Zealanders are just friendly people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it astounds me that there are going to be 3 Hobbit movies. Hopefully they'll all be pretty short. So, moving right along, what else we
You
got?
did it
coming up?
again.
I fucking hate you, Harvey.
I announced my presence at our start.
So,
You did.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Judge Dredd. Wait,
No.
3D.
Dredd 3D.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Dredd.
It is still
3D.
based off of Judge Dredd. They just don't want to call it that for some reason.
Well, considering how badly the first one did.
Yeah, it's certainly reasonable.
Yeah. At least they got an actor that can actually pronounce the word law.
Dude had a stroke. Lay
Yeah.
off, man.
It's law. It's a one-syllable word. L-A-W. He's able to pronounce longer words fairly well. Unlike most people, I can understand Stallone most of the time, but he could not say the word law.
Again, that's not an accent thing. That's the man having had a stroke.
I believe he did Dread before he had the stroke.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Unfortunately.
I believe he did Dread before the stroke.
Either way, bad form.
Because he still had the Botox stuff
Neither did-
in before then. I mean, so it's kind of hard to tell.
The villain in that movie couldn't pronounce it either. But yeah, so the main actor in Dread 3D is the guy who played Bones, Leonard McCoy in Star Trek.
The recent movie.
Yes.
As it took me a second to arrive at the conclusion of.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was funny.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you were confused by that.
We did a live cam just before we do these things, before we do these casts and like plan the whole thing. It's just funny. I mean,
There were a good 2 seconds that I was astounded by our current cosmological advances.
The guy would be over 100 years old.
oh man.
Would he?
Yeah.
Was he much older than Takei at the time?
Yes. He was the oldest cast member.
Oh,
My.
I did not know that. I also wasn't a Star Trek person.
Yeah. Two of them are dead right now.
Now,
Bones and Scotty.
on to further news. Matt, I believe you have something that I'm very interested in. Go ahead.
Yeah, so they've announced that they're going to be making a movie of yet another 80s sitcom. Because they brought out a couple of those, like Bewitched and
Bewitched.
yeah, and a couple of others. So they're bringing out yet another one.
What's next? Perfect Strangers.
Alf.
Yay!
Don't
Your
go
favorite Mel Mackian.
Hide your kid, hide your cats, hide your wife.
Don't celebrate just yet, though.
I know.
It's CG. They're not using a puppet.
Well, it's kind of sad, really.
Hopefully Alf will come
Well,
out and
it
beat
should
up
be-
Ted.
Oh my god.
I think that would be pretty amazing, personally.
I can. Oh my god. I can see that.
And there's the next cutaway gag for a Family Guy episode.
Yeah,
oh,
pretty much.
Thanks, Marv.
No, see, it's not going to be a Family Guy episode. It's going to be a Ted episode because it's going to be a show. I don't have official ruling on this. I don't have any proof. It's what I choose to believe. And if you listen to me, it's not unreasonable. This is...
Yes, but the difference with Ted, though,
I
is
kind of
it was
feel bad
actually
for
good.
making- I kind of feel bad for making that assumption. Now I really do think it's going to come to fruition.
If
It's Seth MacFarlane.
if they had the balls to do a freaking Napoleon Dynamite animated show 7 years after the movies come out, I'm pretty sure they'll try something with Ted.
Mm-hmm. It'll be toned back a bit
This is
because
Fox.
it'll be a network show, and it's not like you can have an R movie about it.
Yeah.
When you have the R movie, you can't really translate that to TV so well on a network like Fox. But there will be something to it. Like, honestly, I think at the very least he would add Ted as a character on Family Guy somehow.
Yeah.
Which actually I would give him more credit for.
Honestly, I'd rather have him on American Dad.
Maybe. I'm sick of Seth MacFarlane works, to be perfectly honest.
Honestly, out of all three that are currently out, American Dad's the one that he actually does work on himself still. He doesn't even touch Family Guy anymore.
Ew. So all that happens on American Dad is his work?
It's his work, yes. I'm not saying it's his best work, it's just his work.
I definitely don't assume it's his best work.
But honestly, it's better than current Family Guy and way better than Cleveland Show.
Yeah. Moving on to maybe more pleasant news. Well, as some people might know, right now the convention Gen Con is going on. It is the mecca for tabletop gamers and RPG and card game enthusiasts. It's going on in Indianapolis, and it seems like something I'd definitely like to go to at some point. It's one of those destination cons. Like, one day I want to go to BlizzCon, and I want to go to San Diego Comic Con.
I used to want to go to San Diego.
Oh, I still do. There's enough there that I gotta do it at some point in my life.
I want to, but not as much as I used to, because honestly, San Diego's become more or less of a sellout, and does not deserve to itself be called a Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a Comic Con anymore. The comic part of it is in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a movie and con than anything else now.
Sort of like Fan Expo, but just bigger and possibly a little bit better run.
Hopefully better run, but
Fan Expo will be running at the end of August in Toronto. I'm not certain what the Vancouver Fan Expo timing is like.
I don't remember either.
Although on the topic of tabletops and RPG things, I'd like to take a moment to plug something I'm helping a little bit to back right now. People will know Kickstarter. It's been getting a lot more attention lately. Almost everyone's got a Kickstarter for something cool. For those who like the Reaper miniatures, they're various different genres and stuff. They're putting out a new line right now, their Bones collection, and they got the print out in plastic cast rather than metal. So if you check out their Kickstarter for the Bones thing, it's actually a really, really good deal at this point if you can invest a fair bit of money. Like I'm backing it right now, and for my $100 pledge, I'm getting currently 133 minis, which is unheard of for any price. So I totally recommend it. It's August 16th today. By August 25th, Kickstarter will be done, and you won't be able to contribute. But if you want to check it out, look for Reaper Bones Collection on Kickstarter. It should be really fucking cool if you're into that.
Mm-hmm. Any news from you, Mark?
Well, some gaming stuff. Just got some just right now. Remember that little talk I had 3 weeks ago? No, months ago about PlayStation All Stars?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, they have a full character list up now.
Alright.
We have
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet
Jack
and
and Jackster.
Mm-hmm. Kratos.
Yes.
They couldn't not put Kratos in, really.
Papa Rappa the Rapper.
Yes.
Huh, interesting.
Sackboy.
Sackboy.
Fat Princess.
Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper.
And Sweet Tooth, right?
Sweet Tooth.
Well, they and Colonel Radek from Killzone.
Okay.
Well, they added more, and we got Big Daddy from BioShock,
nice.
Interesting.
Dante from Devil May Cry.
I can see that.
Which version of Dante?
I don't know. They don't say it.
Oh god. If it's the new Dante, that's gonna be even worse.
Actually, they have a picture here.
Do they have a picture of Dante?
No.
Because if it's a new Dante, he looks terrible.
It most likely would be, all considered.
New Dante looks terrible.
Evil and Good Cole from Infamous.
Interesting. Never played Infamous, but I know the character.
Heihachi from Tekken.
Okay.
Nariko from Heavenly Sword, which I'm probably the only one who knows.
The main character,
yeah. Nathan Drake from Uncharted.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Raiden from Metal Gear Solid.
Okay, I'm guessing a Cyborg Ninja.
And here, this one gives me some nostalgic flashbacks of me as a kid playing PlayStation. Sir Daniel Fortesque from Medieval.
Huh.
Here, Harvey, I see that you're confused.
I do recall him, yeah.
This character.
Oh, that's who Sackboy is. Okay, I remember now. I didn't realize that.
Spike from Ape Escape. And
Yes! I knew Ape Escape was going to get some love sometime.
I'm surprised there's nobody from Final Fantasy on there.
No. I don't think they should. I don't think they will because of the fact that Final Fantasy is now branched onto the other systems as well. So.
Yeah, but still.
I don't think at this point they'll allow another Final Fantasy character in a fighting game because Dissidia.
True.
And Toro, which is Sony's mascot, which makes no sense to me because I've never seen this character in my whole life as a Sony fan.
Toro.
No idea.
This cat-looking thing.
It's not a tuna?
No. This little white cat thing.
That looks like it has a me face.
I don't know. I've never seen that character in my life.
I've
And
never.
apparently it's Sony's mascot.
Interesting. Yugi's in this game?
No, that's Spike.
Spike.
That's
I
Spike.
thought so. Wow. Seriously, you can fight as the kid and like probably summon monkeys or some shit.
I'm pretty sure one of the weapons in there is like a net.
Yeah, the net is going to be some variation on the remote control car.
I'm looking forward to Ratchet.
Oh, they have some
personally.
items in here. The Atomizer from Resistance 3.
Interesting.
Boots of Hermes from God of War 3.
Speed boost, obviously.
The Freeze Missile from Twisted Metal. The Golf Club from Hot Shots Golf.
Okay.
There's their baseball bat.
Yeah.
The Gravity Shield from Wipeout.
Oh.
Okay.
The Hedgehog Grenade from Resistance. Murder of Crows from Bioshock Infinite.
Okay.
Railgun from Metal Gear Solid 4, of course.
Yeah.
Razor Claws from Ratchet and Clank.
Ooh, I love those things.
The RPG from Uncharted. The Scythe from God of War. The Sonic Rift from Mod Nation Racers. I don't know where that's from. And the Sackbot from Little Big Planet. Sorry, Harv, there's no Ape Escape thingy.
Yeah, I'm sure that the character will get his own
But
device.
apparently you do get minions, and the monkeys are part of it.
Okay, cool.
Other than that, that's it.
Wow, you could go through that list and essentially say, okay, this is a copy from Smash Brothers, this is a copy from Smash Brothers, this is a copy from Smash Brothers.
Yeah, but really, what other template are you going to use at this point?
Yeah, I mean, Smash Brothers already started the whole
Amalgamation of the characters from your whole franchise? Or
Yeah.
all the franchises in your...
Oh my god.
If Microsoft had a chance, they'd probably do it too, but...
Oh my god, thank you Smash Brothers.
What now?
Sony must be kicking themselves.
Why?
They can't use Snake.
Yeah, I know. That's
Why do you think they used Ray?
Yeah, they used a second tier character. They can't use Snake. Not even as a DLC.
No.
They could use a different Snake.
No.
Is that one just Snake, not Solid or...
The way that they made it, he's supposed to be an amalgamation of all the Snakes, yeah. Solid, like,
Whole
whatever.
reason why Ryder's in it.
Sony
Sorry,
must
Raiden.
be kicking themselves. But then again, that just goes to show more proof of how this game essentially is more of an afterthought for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's something to put in there. I mean, again, to me, it's just a whole nostalgia fact factor for it all. With Medieval and Papa Rapper the Rapper alone get me on it.
True, but at the same time,
No Jersey Devil, sadly.
No Jersey Devil.
No Spyro.
No Well, I don't think you can do Spyro.
he can't. Well, they can't. Not
You-
since
you can't do
that's
Skylanders?
not since Skylanders.
You can't use it.
That's too bad.
I was hoping for Tomba, but
Yeah, I remember that vaguely. No Crash, interestingly enough.
Yeah.
He was their mascot for a while, wasn't he?
you couldn't.
Pretty much.
You couldn't use. That was what I thought was their mascot too. It was like
Yeah.
Crash was their basic mascot to the whole thing. Most of the '90s for PlayStation was basically this Crash Bandicoot logo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I never liked those games.
Crash?
Yeah, I never liked Crash.
I like the first few ones because it was actually challenging and also had the story in it.
Hmm.
Nowadays, it's become what Mario used to be, kind of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't really get into it. I also couldn't figure out what he was supposed to be.
Bandicoot.
Is that an actual thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't. I don't think they look like that.
Well, of course they're not
And
orange.
Sonic looks like a hedgehog, and Knuckles looks like an what's the fucking?
I didn't know what the fucking
And a
Echidna was when
kidnap,
I was
yeah.
introduced to Sonic anyway. And yes, that is ridiculous, but I could suspend my disbelief for that because I don't know, he wasn't a gigantic humanoid thing where half his body was a mouth.
Well, that's Big the Cat.
Yes, that too. Oh, that was just strange.
But yeah, still on the gaming front. August 28th.
Yeah, August 28th, we have the official launch for Guild Wars 2, which means if you have pre-purchased, you will be eligible for the head start starting the 25th.
Yes, indeed. Well,
You get
pre-purchased and downloaded.
Yes. Well, when you pre-purchase, you usually do get to download soon after.
Yes. Usually.
Yeah, so if you're going to try to get on the action, at least do it a week before the 25th.
Speaking about pre-orders, I've also pre-ordered. Oh wait, no, I've told you guys this already. The whole Black and White, the Black Pokemon Black 2,
Yes.
Yeah, I've pre-ordered Black 2 as well.
which
Guess
I've
we all
already
ordered.
tasted.
Yar.
I told you I had a surprise for you earlier today.
Well, we figure you would have. You're a cheap bastard.
I pre-ordered it. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's still, you're a cheap bastard. Okay, Blackbeard would be proud.
Especially Blackbeard too.
Well, my favorite anime is.
Yes.
All rings in together.
Speaking of, I can't wait till next week's chapter.
Mm.
They're all there.
It's an alliance. But yeah, that's basically it for my news. I don't know about you guys.
No, I think we've covered everything we could cover.
For the last few, 2 weeks.
It hasn't really been anything too big.
No, it's been kind of tepid lately for summertime.
Yeah. So we'll take a quick break. When we get back, me and Harvey shall talk about Con Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, talk to you in a bit.